When I was transferred to this department, that's not been easy. Even my own staff, at that time they could run away. Because the things they could do, they fear they'll be fired. We could go for an operation. Along the way, we are touching the untouchable. I will find myself alone, nobody behind. That's when I called my brother Tony, telling him, where are your officers? Because my officers will, they cannot arrest, they can enforce. But along the way, they realized what I was doing was right. Because there are people in this country who are operating with impunity. You try to touch their property, tomorrow you are fired or you are transferred. But I say, provided I'm guided by the law, this person is polluting the environment, I'm doing the right thing, let me do it. If they want to transfer me, then they can do it. But I have the support of His Excellency, the Governor, President, international police organizations, all the guests present here today. Good morning. I didn't expect that it would be this big. And when I saw the letter from Mr. Libesh, I just thought it's just another institution until my colleague Tony told me this is not an institution to joke with, it's a big one. I'm also a member. So from there, I say, then I say, I love to come today. You know how Nairobi is. We have many people out there. People can just, let me call them, we have one around here. People do search and say now, we want you to pay money for this award. There's one I was invited, they were planning in Kisumu. They were called me, how do you tell someone you're going to award him to pay money to be awarded? But this is an institution that has seen what we do in this city. And I want to say it's God's plan. Not my plan, but God's plan that today we are together here for this important occasion. Before I give my remarks, to your permission, Mr. President, allow me to introduce my team that accompanied me. Maybe you can just move forward so that they see the back office. Those people are playing behind the scenes. They cannot be seen, but I'm leading the team. And as the driver, niko na wale wenye wako nyuma. I'll allow them to introduce themselves, starting with the deputy directors. And the assistant first introduce them to you.
My name is Pius Tanui. I am the Assistant Director in charge of parks and natural resources. All the green spaces, all the efforts, our chief officer is ensuring that we have a green city and man in charge of those spaces. Thank you so much.
Today I was late because we were sorting one of this park, which had been invaded by hawkers, hawking inside the park. Keeping their goods inside the toilet, food they are selling, they are storing it inside the toilet. So I had to spend time to sort that mess out before I came here.
Morning everyone, my name is Leslie Kanita. I am the Assistant Director in charge of Environmental Education and Public Participation at Nairobi. Good morning everyone, I am Maureen Bet, an Assistant Director in the Department of Parks and Natural Resources, as you have been told, we are in charge of all the green spaces.
Good morning everyone, my name is David Support, the Assistant Director for Renewable Energy and Gas Reticulation.
Good morning everyone, my name is Richard Menje, Assistant Director on Environmental Monitoring, Compliance and Enforcement. So when you see Chief doing his rounds, we are getting behind.
Thank you. Good morning everyone. All protocols observed. My name is Christine Kibuga, Assistant Director, Environmental Monitoring, Compliance and Enforcement. And we are excited by this award because for us it's an encouragement. It inspires us to do more. So thank you very much and congratulations to you.
Good morning everybody. My name is Duncan Heso.
I'm an Assistant Director of Environmental Education and Participation in under the Nairobi City Council. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samuel Mwangi, Deputy Director in charge of Environmental Education, and it is very humbling and very encouraging to know that there are good people who can really objectively appreciate what we are doing as a government. So thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much.
All protocol observed. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin Olechitu, Deputy Director in charge of Monitoring, Compliance and Enforcement. And it is true, we lack words, and we cannot actually spend the whole day to say what Chief has managed to do. But we are glad that he's doing in our sector, Hii Nairobi, because it has made us shine, it has made us to be seen for what we have been doing. And thank you, Chief, and may God bless you. I just wanted to read a verse for you. It is Galatians 6:9-10. It says, "Let us not grow weary of doing good." Chief, you have been rewarded today. We still have a long way to go, and may God Almighty bless you. Thank you so much.
All protocols observed. Good morning, everyone. My name is Omanga Walter. I'm Deputy Director in the sector, in charge of solid waste management in the city. And we want to appreciate the IPO organization and kind of here for mentoring this young man. I'm proud as a person from his native community. And as I promised him when he came into environment, we will put our best foot forward to support him, to support his activities in the city, so that also, as he had shown in health, we also desire that once he's in this side, he will also shine. Chief, congratulations for this achievement. Very few have managed it, and you are one of the chosen few. Thank you, and thank you very much.
Team I've been working with the support from my brother, because he was in charge of inspectorate, security, compliance. So when I needed the officers, he will give me support. Sometimes I could call him at night. When I was transferred to this department, that's not been easy. Even my own staff, at that time they could run away, because the things they could do, they fear they'll be fired. We could go for an operation. Along the way, we are touching the untouchable. I will find myself alone, nobody is behind. That's when I called my brother Tony, telling him, where are your officers? Because my officers, they cannot arrest, they can enforce. But along the way, they realized what I was doing was right. Because there are people in this country who are operating with impunity. You try to touch their property, tomorrow you are fired or you are transferred. But I say, provided I'm guided by the law, this person is polluting the environment, I'm doing the right thing, let me do it. If they want to transfer me, then they can do it. But I have the support of His Excellency the Governor, and he has really supported me. And because my boss is supporting the good thing I was doing, then I say I'll continue doing it. And the team also say that since we have the support from His Excellency the Governor, let's do it. And we have managed to come this far. Allow me read this speech, then I will add a few remarks. Distinguished guests, members of International Police Organization, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to the International Police Organization Kenya for this great honor and recognition. I am humbled and I receive this recognition or appreciation not just on my own, but on behalf of the hard-working staff in the Environment Department in Nairobi City County Government. This award is not just a recognition of the past efforts. It is a call to continue the fight for a cleaner, safer, and more sustainable city. Ladies and gentlemen, environmental enforcement is not easy. It requires courage, consistency, and collaboration. We face challenges daily, from illegal dumping to noise pollution, yet remain guided by our Constitution, which guarantees every Kenyan the right to a clean and healthy environment. It is a constant balance between enforcement and empathy, between development and preservation. Every day, we are called to make decisions that may not be popular, but are necessary. We are called to protect not just today, but tomorrow. We must raise awareness of existing environmental laws and work together with all stakeholders to identify gaps and find sustainable solutions. Environmental governance demand inclusion. We welcome partnerships. We support genuine economic activities, but always within the law and respect for the environment. Let me be honest. Some people want us to legalize illegalities simply because they are hustling. Yet, to an estate supposed to be peaceful and residential, only to find someone has turned it into an illegal dump site. And when we take action to restore sanity, they say, you are killing my hustle. But let me ask, what kind of hustle thrives by killing the environment? What kind of hustle poisons the air our children breathe or contaminates the water our families drink? We must not normalize environmental crime. We must not sanitize illegal behavior by making it a survival. Yes, we must support innovation and enterprise, but not at the expense of public health and dignity. We believe in structured, sustainable, and low economic empowerment. We are not enemies of progress. We are the enablers of responsible progress. We welcome partnership, we support genuine hustlers, and we create spaces for growth, but within the framework of the law and with respect for our environment. I also want to take a moment to appreciate the support of His Excellency Governor Sakaja Johnson. His commitment to environmental sustainability has provided the direction necessary for us to act boldly, transform systems, and serve the people of Nairobi with integrity. This recognition by IPO encourages us to go further, to intensify cleanups, enhance enforcement, empower communities, and strengthen civic education. To the youth, protect your environment, don't destroy it. To business community, let your growth not be a threat to the city's green space. To the churches, mosques, and clubs, let your sound uplift, not pollute. Thank you. So, to our friends who are here present to IPO, I don't take this for granted. When I got this job, it wasn't easy. Nairobi is big. I say they have to go back to the social media platform. That's why I reach all Nairobians. Because before, people didn't have where to report environmental pollution cases. We introduced a number. Then we started receiving calls. We started with illegal excavations, whereby someone is building a house in Parkland, a developer. You form your neighbor there. You excavate beacon to beacon. You make sure your neighbor's house, you either collapse the wall or the structure, you make this structure weak. Some of the developers want to buy your land, you make sure they intimidate you. And because we issue the authority to excavate from the office where I sit and I'm the one who signed it, we have to cancel it and make sure that you follow the law that I provided. So, some people say that we are frustrating developers. We are trying to kill some people's hustle. I ask myself, Are you not killing your neighbor when you are destroying his house? There was a lot of resistance, including sponsoring Twitter hashtags that we are obtaining. If I obtain from this person, you expect me to go back again when he is continuing with the illegal construction or excavation? I can't. But I said, if this man receives that money, this same man will not go and deal with this person breaking the law. I said, I'll not be compromised. I have to do the right thing. And doing the right thing is making sure that they follow the law. Not only that, people decided to open nightclubs in a residential area. Children are not sleeping. The elderly are suffering. People have blood pressure. They are sick in their houses. They are suffering. They are crying. There's a young man who called me from Imara Daima, where there was a number of clubs there. He told me, it seems you have been bribed, that's why I'm not coming here. The way he talked to me, he said, my child cannot sleep. He's just 1 week old. Then I know, now the guy was so bitter with me. And going to that place is very risky with my officers who are not armed. That night I slept. I said, what he told me, I asked myself, what if it's... The following day, I told Kevin and Christine and Richard, we have to go to that place in the morning. During the day, there's somewhere I'm taking you. Because sometimes I don't reveal the location. When they communicate to our officers, most of the askaris, some of them, they know those people. And when they pass the message before we get there, there are those who benefit. But I'm happy that we have managed to get support. We managed to get support from Chief and we changed the team, which really supported us. So we went there. At around 1 p.m., they were selling alcohol, playing loud music, and that's our wines and spirits. We took all the exhibit, that's the music system, and arrested the operators. That night, the same gentleman called me and told me today we are able to sleep. Thank you. That's what motivates me. When people tell me thank you, what you did has changed our life. The same way you have appreciated me, I don't take it for granted. It gives me the motivation to continue working hard, to continue changing society. I remember I went to Westlands. Someone had just constructed a house just on top of a river. The river is passing below the house, which is almost 10 to 15 floors. Then I'm asking, is this not impunity? My officers were unable to handle it because whenever they touch that premises, they fear the person, the owner of the premise, they said it's connected with who and who are around. But I said, nobody is above the law. Even the leadership of this country is telling us, just do the right thing. Then why should I spare this person? I went there. We said, now you have to demolish this thing. You're not doing the right thing. It's the best thing you can do for the people while serving government. Because this house they have constructed on top of the river, it diverted the river to the drainage system. Now, when it rains, the people were suffering there. So there's a lot of illegalities happening around, and I told my team, let's do this work. For the time I'm in this sector, let's just do the right thing. We went to Dagoretti, where there's someone who has discharged sewer to the drainage system, just from his house to the drainage system. When I'm calling this lady, I was told she's untouchable. When also goes there, she threatens me that she works in State House. I say, let's go. State House is here in Kenya. Even the president will not allow one of his staff to pollute the environment. The president is the one leading the cleaning of Nairobi. If he has one of his staff is the one discharging the sewer to Nairobi River, then the president even will be happy to help me sack this person, because why do you have to work with someone who is just polluting the environment? We went there. We got the caretaker, gave us the number of the lady. I called the lady, told her, this is what you're doing. And what annoyed me, she told me you can eat those waste, human waste. Ukiona unaweza kula basi hiyo iko hapo. I said, okay, let's proceed. We arrested the person, was taken, then my team processed everything, and today they have fixed that place. The neighbors around are enjoying the environment. There's a lot we have done, and sometimes I go out of my way because I said, if my salary can feed an extra stomach, let me help these kids from the streets as we are trying to identify the source of those people selling to them jet fuel. There's one young man we took from the street. We took him to Meta Children home. He was taken to school where I'm paying school fees of 40,000 per term. And this young man, what he asked me the day I took him from the street, I just want to go back to school. His mother was a grandmother. He has no father. The mother died December. Now he's a total orphan. The place he only knows now as a home was either the street or the orphanage where he's living today. But again, the team from, I think it's the Department of the Children, they went there with CK vehicles to go and now try to intimidate the person running the orphanage, that these kids should go back to their relatives, the grandmother. The same grandmother who is sending this child to the street to collect money for her and her sister. They are sent to the street to collect money, they come and give this old mama. When the kid was intimidated, he ran away. Even now we are looking for this kid. We don't know where he is. And whoever that will help us get him will appreciate, because this is a kid who has no parents. And someone, you know, as a government officer, you don't intimidate a child. This a child, you need to give hope, but you're the one intimidating the child until the child has to run away. Because when he saw a GK vehicle, he knew these are police officers. And he doesn't want to go to jail. The best he could do was to run away. I always say as government officer, let's be human. Let's serve with a human heart. Let's do this thing as if you are doing for yourself, your brothers, your sisters, your kids. Because tomorrow, you need these people outside here. When you retire, you need these people. So be good. That's why I always tell my officers, just be good. Because tomorrow you need this society. So there's a lot we are doing. I know because of time, I may not have time to tell you. There's a lot we do. If you go to my social media platform, you'll see all we do. Like today, I went to Green Park. Yesterday I was there. All these hawkers. We cannot legalize an illegality in the name of earning. You are hustling. You are hustling while you are making the place dirty. How do you turn a park into a slum? You are cooking inside the park. These are merry-go-round. Someone is cooking here with many jikos and all that. What if a kid, when the merry-go-round is in operation, it falls on your sufuria of ugali that is boiling? That kid will lose his life. So I told those people, as long as you are earning a living, I don't want to see you here. You can cook from home, pack your food, come and sell to your customers. They told me they are going to move out today. I told them by tomorrow I don't want to find you there. I went there, they are still there, operational, serving as if nothing happened. You know, Kenyans want to test waters. They want to see what we need to do when it comes tomorrow. Let's wait and see. And this is the same thing I always tell people. You are told there are gunfires and they are criminals killing people at the far end there. And the Kenyan will say, let me go and see. Then he wants to see by himself. Then he's shot, he finds himself in the hospital. When he's being interviewed by media, what happened? He will say, I was told there were gunfires, there are people killing, criminals killing people, so I wanted to go and see it by myself. Then I found myself here. You know, Kenyan want to see so that he can tell the story what happened. He forgets he's putting his life in danger. The same is happening within CPD. You saw how we dealt with the hawkers. We cannot allow people to block the road, selling there, dumping there. They have to go in the right place. Someone in CBD selling motura. How many of you know motura? You can imagine the kind of smoke motura produces. Within CBD, someone in CBD decided that he will be selling chicken legs and chicken heads because in big hotels those are not consumed. So you find someone selling there and a lot of smoke while they are cooking and a lot of bones all over. Then when you talk to this person, another one will come and say, you are killing the house of this person. How are we killing your house while you are killing the dignity of the city? Me, what I say, if doing the right thing is not what you want, you don't want, let me do it because one day you will celebrate it. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I believe one day you will celebrate what we are doing in this city. This stuff here, we are being threatened. Sometimes they do the right thing, they are being threatened. But now, with my support, they are doing the right things. And I always tell them, if you fear, just say it's me. Just go there, do the right thing, say it's Mosirian, who did it. Then I call that burden of doing the right thing. When they try to intimidate you, because they cannot. And sometimes I switch my phone when doing some major operations like those ones. We closed an illegal dumping site here in Likoni. It was a running battle. I was told that one is untouchable. It has been there before I was born. I said, okay, I'll be the one to close it down. Today they are moving their valuables from there so that we close it down, we turn it into a park so that people can go and enjoy there. We shall look for partners who come and help us make it a place where we can go and relax. Because that place, a school which is 50 meters away, kids are suffering and getting sick. Some have developed lung cancer, some skin cancer because of that illegal dumping site. They are dumping their chemical, some toxic substances, killing the generation. Then they expect me to sit in the office, take tea, read a newspaper, see a few people come into the office because there are those who come to look for services and there are those who come to ask for money, which I don't have. So I say instead of sitting there to see people bring stories and other things, let me go to the ground. I have team in the office. Sometimes I leave on when I say just under administrative issues with the director. I go to the field to just deal with these people. For the time I'm there, I'll be spending a few hours in the office. I delegate because in government delegation is allowed. That's when you grow those who are your junior officers to also hold that position in the future because I believe Omanga will be the chief officer when I exit. It's good to also and tip. You are an assistant director. When I leave, maybe you will be the chief officer in charge of security and compliance. Just land controlling. So I will be in the field helping people, doing things that are unpopular, which many fear to do, so that we change this society. Thank you, IPO, and thank you for this recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Syria, for the unwavering commitment to our society. As we wind up this ceremony,